Paige, welcome back to my channel. So a few people have asked me on Instagram, like when I do lives and Q&As, what's the first thing you plan to do once quarantine is over? And my response is always the same: to explore more of London. Of course I did and saw as much as I could pre-pandemic. The entire 2019 I was studying for my master's degree, so your girl was kind of busy. Don't get me wrong, I still did a lot of very cool things. Definitely check out my Living in London vlog series if you haven't already. But being on quarantine lockdown these last few months has just really made me realize how much more there is out there to experience. Once it's safe to, of course. I feel like during a time like this, one of the best ways to not be totally consumed by the stress of it all is to look forward to better days. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing in today's video. So here's my post-quarantine London bucket list. Oh, and as you're watching, please comment any suggestions, recommendations, just anything that pops in your head that I should add to the list, or something that I should keep in mind about anything that is on my list. Let your girl know in the comments. I would love any feedback from Londoners, people who love London and have visited before, whoever. All feedback is welcome. Okay guys, so this list is not in any particular order. It's just something I threw together fairly quickly, so let's get into it. The first thing I have on my list is to try Greggs. I know a lot of you guys are probably gasping right now. Yes, I have been in London for over a year and 4 months, but no, I have yet to try Greggs. So if you're unfamiliar, I mean, I'm still kind of unfamiliar, but my understanding is that Greggs is like a sandwich shop. You guys know I like to randomly Google in the middle of my videos. Apparently Greggs is the largest bakery chain in the United Kingdom. So there actually was a Greggs within walking distance of where I lived prior to where I live now, when I was still in Greenwich. I just never went in there for some reason. I really do not have a good excuse, but I've heard very good things about Greggs. I've heard people rave over their sausage rolls. I think they have vegan sausage rolls. My flatmate doesn't eat meat, so I know she's a big fan of those. Yeah, so it's definitely on my to-do list. I don't know where my nearest Greggs is now, but I feel like they're everywhere, so I'll be able to find one pretty quickly. If you're a big Greggs fan, let me know in the comments what I need to try when I finally go there. Next is to visit Sky Garden. I have been trying to go to Sky Garden since I moved here, y'all. It's like this huge garden observation deck at the top of a very tall building, and you can like look down and see the city, and it has just like amazing views. It's free to enter, but you have to make a reservation like at least 2 weeks in advance. I have made 2 different attempts to go. One of the times I didn't have a reservation. Someone was just trying to take me there and see if we could get in, but they were like, no reservation, not happening. The second time I actually did book a reservation 2 weeks in advance, but then like the day before I was supposed to go, something came up with university, so I had to cancel it. But it is still on my to-do list. I want to go up there, take some amazing photos, see the views. I can't wait. Next is to visit more museums. So far, I have only been to the Tate. I believe that's the only one that I've been to. And I believe most of them are free to enter here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that's definitely something that I want to do. I think the National History Museum's on my list. There's honestly so many. Next is to explore more thrift stores, vintage stores, and boot sales. So if you know me personally, or you've just been following me for a long time, you know that I am a self-proclaimed thrifting queen. Thrifting has just always been my favorite hobby. I used to go 3 times a week at one point. I know that's a bit excessive. You walk in a thrift store, sift through a bunch of crap, and sometimes you come out with a jewel. One of my favorite feelings ever. But after several failed attempts, I kind of just wrote off thrifting in London. I visited a few stores and was thoroughly disappointed. The prices, outrageous. The selection, meh. I probably am just super spoiled from the thrift stores in Chicago. As far as I'm concerned, we have some of the best. I've gotten coats for 25 cents. Definitely spoiled, but I expected more from London. I don't know. I've never actually been to a boot sale before, so that's definitely on my bucket list. And if you don't know, a boot here is a trunk. So I think people are just selling things out of the trunk of their cars. That's my interpretation. I hope that's correct. I want to give it one more chance. I'm rooting for you, London. I'm rooting for you, London thrift scene. I need more. I need more. Next is another one that's probably going to make you guys judge me, but it is to have real British fish and chips. I mean, I've had fried fish and French fries in the States before, but I just feel like fish and chips are a London staple, and it's something that I must experience here. You guys, let me know, what's the best fish and chips place in London? Where should I have my first British fish and chips? Next is to have a picnic in Hyde Park. For no particular reason at all. I just feel like it will be fun. And I know Hyde Park is one of London's most famous parks, so who's trying to have a picnic? Next is to have a Sunday roast. Now guys, I'm gonna have to be honest. I don't actually know what a Sunday roast consists of, but I just always have heard about them. I've already experienced the English breakfast, and I just feel like the Sunday roast is another British tradition I need to experience. Okay, so apparently a Sunday roast is a traditional British main meal that is typically served on a Sunday, surprise, consisting of roasted meat, roast potatoes or mashed potatoes, and accompanied with things like Yorkshire pudding, stuffing, gravy, and mint sauce. From the pictures, it doesn't look like something I would choose to eat typically, but I just feel like I need to experience it just to say I have. Next is to climb the O2. So I've been to the O2 plenty of times because I used to live in Greenwich. They have a lot of restaurants in there. There's a few like concert halls where performers come and put on their shows. But apparently you can like climb the roof of the arena, and it's like huge. I will probably be super nervous, but I'm kind of down for a thrill these days. Okay guys, I need to watch a football game here in London. And yeah, not soccer, football. I want to see one in person. I want to see what the hype's about. Why you guys love the sport here so much. I have no idea when the football season here even is, but I would like to see it. Next on my list, I would like to visit this restaurant called The Breakfast Club. So I mentioned in a prior video that I was really missing American style pancakes, and that I had went to an American diner here in London before and was thoroughly disappointed by what they had to offer. So a lot of you guys left me comments saying that I need to check out The Breakfast Club and that they have really good American pancakes. So I looked up the menu and I am intrigued. I think this restaurant might be at the top of my list to check out when the streets are safe. Has anybody else been to The Breakfast Club? Did you enjoy it? Let me know. And last but not least is to actually travel outside of London and visit more cities here in England. Brighton is definitely at the top of my list. I have a social media friend that I've been supposed to visit there for a while now. I just still haven't made it to Brighton for whatever reason. I want to go to Oxford. I want to go to Bristol, Cornwall. I don't know. There's a bunch of cities that I've heard of that I feel like I would be interested in checking out. So far, I've only been to Manchester, Birmingham, and Bath. Stonehenge and Bath. I feel like I've been to more, but maybe I'm just forgetting. I don't know, but there's still so much to see. And I always get comments saying, please go outside of London. Please go outside of London. And I'm trying. I definitely want to explore more cities here in England outside of London. So don't you guys worry. I'm going to make it happen. And that is it for my post-quarantine London bucket list, guys. Like I said, please leave all feedback below in the comments. Tell me if anything on my list should be bumped to the top, if anything should be completely knocked off. I want to hear it all. I hope you guys are staying safe right now and managing to keep your spirits lifted. And as always, if you all enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.